As I begin to awaken, an orb materializes on the horizon, a reflection of conscious collective being. Seen as a sign, I am looking out from the inside, suspended in time. Your thoughts are cellophane, got to maintain a balance of light terrain. A forest suddenly becomes engulfed in white. This is the most important 5 minutes of my life now, seeing with my third eyesight. From the silhouette of darkness, I carry the head of Anubis from the pyramid into the present, step through the meridian. Every moment is part of the equation. Look into the mirror before you pass judgment. I'm hoping you'll notice the eye of the iris as a prism spread across the spectrum. I lose my reflection. All of a sudden, my third eye snaps open. I speak only to convey emotion. Pseudo-spiritualists always seem to look into material essence, failing to see the connections. Looking to feel the mushrooms for a life-changing experience. Every mushroom looks separate, yet they are connected. But I'm mycelium, our strings to each other aren't much different. From across the ocean you speak and I can hear it. There is no limit to my spirit, my astral body leaves my flesh vessel. The vibrations become louder than a missile, on the same frequency as every other living animal. That's why you have a silver cord when you're out of body travel. It's a link to the physical. If you break it, you ascend into the spirit world. I was meditating and started to awaken, and I felt the vibrations enter my cranium. Wasn't sure what I had undertaken. Now light fills my vision. This is a sensation I've never experienced. Everything is so clear and tranquil to my senses always been, as I float like a boat on a sea occupied by other souls. I know that I'm thankful. The earth will one day become perpendicular to the sun. On this day an eclipse will magnify the one consciousness. I will be the eyes and you will be the limbs. Together we are the God that is referred to by religions. A light upon the heavens, glazed embrace of brave civilizations. When this planetary alignment comes into place, it's amazing. Like a nuclear reaction or the seasons changing. Nothing is out of range, no distance is too great, not even space. And I don't know where we go from here, but I know that our spirits will never disappear. Fear becomes acceptance, parallel dimensions, beautiful scenes on the backdrop of comprehension. I am blessed with inner visions, and I don't know where we go from here, but I know that our spirits will never disappear. Fear becomes acceptance, parallel dimensions, beautiful scenes on the backdrop of comprehension. I am blessed with inner visions. The strongest material is not frigid like one would imagine. The strongest object is the one that can bend, everlasting to form to any situation like plasma. Oxygen plus hydrogen atoms, reality is slowly collapsing. Try to fathom what's happening, water can float or it crashes. Perhaps we're dead and we don't even know it, and we're just living in the past tense. Suddenly, all-encompassingly, I am one with everything. Inner peace-colored scenes, the beautiful dreams no longer end in muffled screams. Nature is supreme, spectrally speaking, floating upstream on a cloud of pure light beams. Transcend your mind into Osiris. The brown leaves wilt, only so the tree can become green. But next turn of the planet, this process will repeat. This process will repeat. This process will always repeat. And I don't know where we go from here, but I know that our spirits will never disappear. Fear becomes acceptance, parallel dimensions, beautiful scenes on the backdrop of comprehension. I am blessed with inner visions, and I don't know where we go from here, but I know that our spirits will never disappear. Fear becomes acceptance, parallel dimensions, beautiful scenes on the backdrop of comprehension. I am blessed with inner visions, staggeringly efficient fusion of the time-space continuum in all of our senses, blooming like a rose on the edge of a cliff next to the ocean. The reflection pierces my eyelids as I open them. The tide is dropping and rising, kaleidoscope sunset, the sky is the canvas. Watercolors blend into a mixture that takes my mind to new lands where people expand and learn to live and understand. I only need substance to enhance my grasp on the fact that the whole time the orb was really in my hand, and I never even noticed that I was focused. The whole time the answers were within the core of the universal equilibrium, and my essence that now disappears like a mist. A rainbow shines through it. I knew it. Spirits are like fluid that move through congruent regardless of circumstances. This is our last chance to realize that we are all connected. We are all connected. Back into the forest, glistening appearance of waterfalls pouring catches my attention. Lustrous mossy rocks are lined around them. I gaze in enchantment as I sit between three trees that have been growing since way before the earth was created. Utopia existed in a state of homeostasis where our souls lived but didn't have a physical manifestation. Rhapsody, ravishment, or relation, my soul is elevated. I think that I finally made it. This page is ripped from the book, thrown to the ground and forgotten. This page is ripped from the book, thrown to the ground and forgotten. This page is ripped from the book, thrown to the ground and forgotten. And I don't know where we go from here, but I know that our spirits will never disappear. Fear becomes acceptance, parallel dimensions, beautiful scenes on the backdrop of comprehension. I am blessed with inner visions, and I don't know where we go from here, but I know that our spirits will never disappear. Fear becomes acceptance, parallel dimensions, beautiful scenes on the backdrop of comprehension. I am blessed with inner visions.